Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 40th installment of Bullsitting on TSWS Gaming. This week we have Elon Musk making another embarrassing U-turn on the Bird app, Devolver Digital giving us the showcase we didn't know we wanted, and the Alamo moving to the FTC as gamers join the government to sue Xbox. I'm your host, Loke7, and joining me today is the lovely Cozy Beluga, the incomparable Ham Solo, and our future panelist on TSWS Gaming Bullsitting, Straw Becca.
Oh Lord.
Uh, hey man, I'm putting it into existence. Welcome back, Straw Becca. This is not your first time, but for anyone that missed the episode, she is one of our most requested returnees from the chat. So she's back. You guys get what you want. Before we partake in this week's digital session of savagery, Merry Christmas, everyone. Strawbecca, tell us, what are you doing for Christmas?
Saturday, I'm going to make dinner for me and my husband and his mom. And then Sunday morning, we are going to go to my parents' house for Christmas brunch. My mom and dad are bringing my aunt over with them. She is in assisted living right now. We had to move her up to near where my parents live in order for them to take care of her. So she does come to visit us for holidays, so it'll always be nice to see her. And other than that, there's just going to be a lot of eating food.
Sounds like fun. Make sure to space the meals, Otherwise
Don't eat it all at once.
You can't get as much down.
Don't listen
This is
to
a
him.
tip.
You eat
I'm a
fast.
pro.
Eat fast. That's his problem is he spends too much time talking in between bites. He needs to eat fast.
Right.
And you can fit extra.
Cozy,
Yeah.
tell us what you're doing for Christmas.
I'll go hang out with my aunt and my cousins.
Cozy's just telling you to jam food down your throat and just keep jamming and jamming and jamming until you can get to the next plate and jam that.
We're jamming.
So then
And then you
so
worry
then
about
when
the
you're
day
done,
later.
you just unbutton your pants and fall asleep.
Yeah. Science.
Or you can
See?
just wear sweatpants and not have to worry about that.
Yeah. Or wear no pants.
I mean, there you go.
This is efficiency, the podcast. So I forgot to ask you one quick question. Strawbecca, what is the one thing you're looking forward to eating?
To say, I'm gonna make lasagna for my family, and I can't wait to try that.
Okay. Cozy,
you look excited.
what's the...
I love
You like
lasagna.
Yeah.
I love lasagna. I don't like lasagna. I love it. If I could swim in it and eat it while I'm swimming in it, I would be in heaven.
You are nasty.
That sounds disgusting.
You are nasty.
Okay. You know what?
Jesus.
Nothing new was discovered today. Clearly, Cozy is nasty. So,
Right,
Cozy,
facts.
what food are you looking forward to consuming during the
Do we need to know
Christmas
this?
weekend?
Do we need to know this?
Super plans for cook. I don't think there's any grand plans for cooking in my family. So I'll just eat whatever. I'll eat food that isn't. I'll eat food. That isn't
All
like
right.
whatever I throw together.
Welcome, Metlex Games says, sup folks, got some horrible weather up in Ohio. Way to dox yourself, brother. But I guess that's 95% of the US right now. Trying to stay warm and play some games and listen in. Been looking forward to this show all day. Thank you so much. I can't eat my favorite stuff until I'm done with all this other crap, says Cozy. Yes. Cozy needs to get all of her canned stuff out before. Anyway, welcome Sensei 808 says, hey y'all, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Sensei 808. Ham Solo,
Yes.
what are your plans? What are your plans and what will you be consuming? Or what are
I
you
will
looking
be
forward to consume?
I will be gaming with the family, playing Overcooked, cooking random shit with the wife, and then as for real food, I cannot wait to eat some honey ham. We're gonna make some honey baked ham. Gonna make some stuffing or dressing or however you guys however anybody says it, depending on where you live. I call it stuffing. My mom tells me no, it's dressing every single time. So whatever. So yeah, stuffing some what is it called? Those green bean casserole. Yeah, it's going down. I'm excited. I told the wife to only get turkey breasts, not to going ahead and go get a whole damn turkey because it's only 3 of us and we're like frozen into our apartment pretty much. And plus I'd rather have that turkey breast anyways. I don't really like the whole turkey whenever that gets cooked. I feel like not very many people cook turkey right because it always ends up fucking dry. You know what I'm saying, Strawbeck? I see you nodding your head like, yup. Yeah, like turkey, it always ends up dry
Let's
by
get
the
it
time it's time to
into
eat. I'm excited for the
Strawbecker.
ham.
Give us some tips.
Ham. Let's go.
Ham is excited for ham. What a surprise. Strawbecker, give us some tips on
I'm a cannibal.
how to not get your turkey dry as hell.
Well, you marry a vegetarian and you make pasta.
Oh my God. She said there's no choice. Baste yourself away. It doesn't matter. It's still dry.
Right. Right. Okay, so let's
What's up,
get
Stanley?
to the video games. Welcome, Francois. Welcome. Okay, so let's get to the games. Strawbecker, what you been playing this past week? If you've even found time to play games.
So I've been playing. I started doing Crisis Core Reunion on the PS5. I've only been a couple of hours into it so far, but a lot of my time has mostly been taken up with Pokemon Violet. And earlier today, after it got announced, I went and downloaded Sports Story for the Nintendo Switch. It's the sequel to Golf Story, which was one of the Switch's launch titles practically, and I started playing it earlier. It's got all the same charm, same sort of pixel graphics, and it's got the same characters. I don't know how long the time frame is between Golf Story and Sports Story, but so far it looks like at least a couple years have passed, and so far we're at a resort that has been attacked by pirates, and they decided to come on shore and join us for vacation, so that's kind of what this game is all about, almost.
Alright. That sounds like fun. Honestly, I don't know any one of those games. I haven't played any one of them. Cozy, tell us what you've been playing, and also, I'm assuming you know these games, right?
Well, that's cool. Cozy's muted. Mr. Joanne the Dark's been playing Crisis Core, Gotham Knights, and River City Girls 2.
Oh man!
How? Mr.
My
Joanna
turn.
Dark, you and Ham Solo, I need to have a conversation with people like you guys. Also, happy holidays. How do you guys where do you find the time to play more than 2 games at the same time? How does your brain wrap around that? It's crazy to me. Anyway, Cozy, you were saying.
Okay, sorry. I was. You missed all my snark, and I can't repeat it. It just doesn't work like that.
Thank
There's science
goodness.
behind it.
Thank goodness.
But
Your mic likes me more than it likes you.
you know what? I hope you can
Dub.
eat canned cheese.
Yeah, baby.
Anyway, I've been playing more State of Decay. I'm taking a break though because I got my car crashed. I crashed my car and got it stuck as I was clearing out a horde, and
Ooh.
and night was coming, and I'm out of the distractor noisemakers and low on ammo, and I am not near any place that's safe. I'm like in the middle of a bunch of infestations, and so I'm like, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were talking about a real car crash.
Oh no,
I
no.
also thought it was a real car track.
Oh no! I got my. You get
Come
your car
on.
stuck in state of decay, and then you're stuck.
Come
It's
on.
stuck, like a real car. Like when you can't get it out, and you're just like, well, that sucks. Anyway, so that's what I've been playing. Nobody Saves the World.
All right.
Usual.
Yeah, the usual. Ham, what you been playing this past week?
He's a fake game.
As for what I've been playing, it's been
playing anything.
pretty much Need for Speed. Did you hear that?
Oh, tell us about Need for Speed Unbound, because
Oh my
you just
God.
got it last week. Tell us. Please tell us.
I'm already in week 4.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you know I be grinding, bro. I'm already in week 4. Getting ready to go versus Yaz. I got about 400K saved up. Got about 5 different cars.
Wow.
I kind of cheated the game a little bit. So you know how you get to Friday right before the Saturday meet, and if you don't
Yeah.
have enough cash, you can't enter, and it asks you to go back to Friday.
Yeah.
I did that over and
What did you
over
do?
until I got the elites to all of the to all of my main vehicle that I drive. So I went from A+ to S and was completely full on S. And then when I
This
went
guy.
to S+, I was completely full on S+. So
That's scummy, man.
it's been a minute since I lost a race.
That is scummy. That is very scummy.
Hey, if it's scummy, then you shouldn't have designed the game that way.
Yeah,
But I
people like
took
you are the
advantage
ones
of
that.
it.
Oh my God.
I took
right, let's go
advantage
to
of
the
it, and
chat.
I've been crushing it, bro. My 240Z is disgusting.
Send us videos. I want to see. Share it on Twitter or something.
I have
Also,
a couple videos shared on here on the YouTube channel. If anybody has the time to check the shorts, you can find some of the videos that I did on there. And I've also been playing some of The Witcher, NBA 2K 22 or 23, and Overcooked with the wife. Oh, and Halo. I've been playing some online Halo with the wife because that's the only game that she like absolutely loves. So play that with her a little bit. We'll probably be playing that a little bit later tonight as well.
right.
You have matching controllers?
No.
Oh.
Cozy, would you insist
I have the Forza
on
one. She has the green one.
Married? Cozy, would
what?
you insist on magic controllers if you got married?
I'm not getting married.
Answer the question.
It's shut down.
No, I'm not getting married. So
See, just move on. Just move on. You're at a wall right now. You're talking to a freaking pile of bricks.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not wading into this.
Sorry? What you say,
I'm not wading
Rebecca?
into this. I'm not wading into this.
Oh, okay.
She wants nothing to do with
Ham,
it.
lastly, before we go to the chat, out of 10, what are you rating Need for Speed Unbound?
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. An 8.5.
So you agree that me and K Mega weren't exaggerating when we said it's the best Need for Speed since like the 2006-7 games, right?
Oh, by far. And yeah, this one supposedly has more cars than Heat, but I still personally think that it doesn't have enough. I personally think it doesn't have enough cars, and I wish there was a way to lose the cops a little. Like I have no problem losing the cops, especially with the car I drive for the most part. But I wish it was kind of like, I wish you could disguise yourself or switch vehicles midway. You remember that scene in Too Fast, Too Furious where they're getting chased by a bunch of cops, and they all end up driving into a garage, and then they drive out of the garage, and all these Dodge Rams come out of nowhere and just start blasting the cops. I wish there was a way to do something cool like that, to where you can distract the crap out of the cops and go a different direction.
You want Fast and the Furious?
Well, I mean, Need for Speed kind of already is.
I think they should have done what they did in Need for Speed Most Wanted, the good one, the 2005 one, where you had takedown points, where the cops are like chasing you, and you could like hit certain obstacles, and if the cop is right behind you, he gets taken out by that. He or she. Women can be cops as well.
Oh, like the donut thing and whatnot is what you're talking about.
Yes, gas stations, all types of stuff. I think that would be better. But
kind of like turning it into split second kind of thing where you explode something, make something happen. Gotcha.
Yeah, but turning it into Fast and Furious, no, that wouldn't be a good idea. Let's go to the chat real quick. Matt likes games. He just turned my anxiety to 11. Because he said, "Lol, I just played 4 games in the last hour." My mind doesn't know how to process that. Mr. Joanna Dark says, "I do not sleep, and I dedicate 1 day to each game. I play 1 big open world, an RPG, and a small indie." Damn, bro.
We can also do cocaine.
That's an option. Sensei says, "I've been playing just Gundam Evolution." Bro, I got it. It's just sitting there on the console. I haven't touched it. But
yeah, him and Vinny have been shouting that game out, saying it's better. Cozy, remember, the better version of Overwatch 2 is what they've been telling Cozy.
I still gotta try it.
What? The better version?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not hard anymore.
Okay. They don't ask for your cell phone details. Matt Likes Game says Cozy pulled herself out of a car accident to be here. Yeah, man, she really, really likes the show. All right, so let's get it started, guys. Let's get it started. So
one
real
car
quick,
accident to the next, right?
Yeah,
life is a car accident.
Real quick, Twitter Spaces are back.
Yeah, they are full effect. Pointless spaces are going on right now.
You were taking over each other.
Down, man. Strawbecca, what are your thoughts on Twitter Spaces being back?
To be honest with you, I never really used them all that much. I just knew that they were there. I've seen you sometimes popping up in them and everything, but well, I had heard that they didn't exactly get completely deleted, so that's one thing. And have you seen the new metrics numbers that are appearing on our timeline?
Yeah.
I heard about them. I haven't seen them.
Please explain.
So now at the bottom of every tweet, there's a little graph icon that shows you how many views a tweet has gotten.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I haven't seen that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it
shows up on PC.
Past day or two, I think, right?
It's new to me. Like, I looked on it on PC and I was like, oh, wow.
PC.
Yeah, it was something. It was something interesting to see, because sometimes you I mean, it tells you. It's been telling you forever, like how many views your video gets. So, like, if you post a video, it's always told you views of your video. So, but like something that's new is you'll post a tweet, just a regular tweet, and if you're on your PC, you can see how many people actually are engaging or looking at the tweet or whatnot. So it was interesting yesterday when I caught that after my show with clowns, Italian clowns, 4GQ TV.
Yeah, Italian clowns.
That was a dope episode, by the way, yesterday.
I watched it. I watched it today. Sorry I didn't catch it live.
Nice.
Right. So Strawbecker giving us some interesting insight. Cozy, what do you think
Yes?
about spaces coming?
I think it's good. I think it's good because you get to watch people just be the awful humans they are. You know, the absolute dregs of humanity. It's kind of fascinating.
Damn.
I mean, it's the truth.
That was perfectly blunt. That was perfectly blunt.
Cozy's not pulling any punches. Someone get the eggnog away from Ham. What do you think about the Twitter Spaces coming back?
It's just another day to me. It really doesn't matter. Either way, if it would have stayed gone, I wouldn't have been mad. I would have felt bad for those folks that love Twitter Spaces, but then it came back, and then I seen those that love the Twitter Spaces, and I seen the title of one of them, and it was like "Smash and Pass or Stay."
Oh.
And I was just like, well, that's what I got back. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So very similar to what Cozy says. It's just something to see people come out of their shell so comfortably. And I understand, like, you're hiding behind you're hiding behind your profile picture and a fake name, whatever. But in my opinion, like, as much as you think you're safe behind your profile picture and name, I feel like anybody can be found. So I'm not worried about any of that, like weird, like, conspiracy stuff where people say, "Oh man, I don't post this online or I don't post that online." It's like, motherfucker, if you want to be found, somebody will find your ass. But
Very much.
But yeah, I mean, it's just really weird seeing those spaces kind of come back. But I'm with the panel for the most part, where it's like, dude, like, it's free speech. Just let people do whatever they want to do. If they want to act weird, it's your choice if you want to engage with it or not. We all know what's on the internet. We all know what we can find.
Lives.
You don't have to engage with it if you don't want to.
All right, let's go to the chat. Madlax Game says, "Oh, it's terrible. I don't know who came up with that idea, but they need to be shot out of a cannon. It's a bit much." Sentinel, welcome. Welcome, Sentinel. Merry Christmas. Merry.
I mean, we already Matt, you're terrible.
Good to see you, Steve.
Yeah. All right. Elon Musk out of the way. I specifically tagged you guys on the Devolver Digital special presentation for the holidays thing. Mm-hmm. Did you guys all watch it?
Yep.
No. It was 30 minutes.
I didn't watch it.
30 minutes is a lot of my life.
Strawbecker, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did it. I finished it right before we started.
Look, you are dedicated.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know what? Strawbecker is the MVP of TSWS gaming. Strawbecker, tell us, what did you think about the show?
If there was anything that really caught my eye, McPixel 3. It seems kind of like WarioWare almost, but only with like a super pixelated action movie feel. I've seen a couple of the trailers on Devolver's Twitter pages, and I've been thinking about getting it for myself.
Wow. Okay. Shocked. I'm shocked because that's one of the games that I was just like, I'm not even going to write this down. That's how much of a nothing burger it was to me. But you're proving once again that people are different, tastes are different. Okay, so I'm just gonna read through a basic breakdown of what I saw since Ham and Cozy didn't even bother to watch the damn thing. Mr. Meatless, who's the guy? Who's the guy who's presenting? I thought that was a skeet. I didn't like it. I I noticed a lot of non-American accents. I don't know if you got that as well, Strawbecker. That was very nice.
Oh,
It was very nice to see.
what's wrong with the
As
Americans? You hate us? You hate us
Sit
because you
down,
ain't us?
Corky. Sit down. As far as the games are concerned, the Plucky Squire,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
the one. Yeah, that's the one that James Turner is involved in.
where the character gets out of the book and
Mhm.
it turns into like 3D or whatever. That looks interesting,
Yeah.
but I'll wait for it on Game Pass or a deep sale.
Wow, one of
What?
those. I'll wait for Game Pass. You Xbox are disgusting.
Jeez
I don't know,
Louise.
but for real, Cozy, whatever. Next, we had Wizard with a Gun, another game that's like interesting, but either deep sale or Xbox Game Pass. Pepper Grinder, 2D platformer. No thanks. I don't even care if it's on Game Pass. Um, Stick It to the Man, another 2D platformer. Whatever. Anger Foot. This one I'm getting day one. I don't even care. The music, the aesthetic, the just wow. It really got me. Anyone that's watching this, Google
Yeah,
or
Angerfoot. Yeah, I agree.
YouTube Anger Foot. Very, very nice game. Terra Nil. This one is just like the 2D platform. I'm not even gonna give it a chance. Like even if they offer me a game code, I'll just politely, be like, I don't have time, rather than just say
Disrespect.
I have more interest. And the best game, in my opinion, was Skate Story.
Great
Skate
story,
Oh,
yeah.
Story.
yeah.
Isn't that the colorful, like weird, like tracers going around and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
like sparks
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that? Skating,
yeah.
yeah,
We
that's
got a
weird.
little we got a little more background during the show. The maker of the game was kind of talking about the premise, that like the skateboard, you get it from the devil, and
Oh my gosh,
each trick that you pull out, it like does damage to the surface that you're on, and it also connects to like how it affects the devil and heaven. It sounds like a very interesting game,
you
and
just
I'm gonna play the
grind and it
crap out
says
of it.
wicked.
Pretty much. Broforce had a very nice trailer. I didn't even know what this game was. I was like, damn, I need to look out. Let me go check some gameplay for Broforce. And bro, I was like, bro, no. No. Just no. Dude, Contra looks better than Broforce. I was like, no, I'm okay. No thanks. So that was the show in a nutshell. Let's keep it moving. Next we have
That's fast. There's a whole lot to see.
yeah,
It
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like.
They
Dude,
also
Devolver.
announced expansions to Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I see that on here.
yeah, it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game.
A lot of people
Uh
love that game.
yes, yes, yes. A lot of people. Uh Present company not included, but okay. So let's move on to Ham Solo's favorite topic throughout the year 2022. The topic that will not stop giving. 10 gamers are suing Microsoft over the
Oh,
Activision
for it.
Blizzard acquisition. So this is from Game
Let's
Rant.
go.
Thanks to yeah, you're very excited for this one. Thanks to an antitrust act, regular citizens, let's call them citizens. Okay, let's not call them ponies. Let's not call them soy boys. Regular citizens are also able to sue companies to prevent monopolies from forming, and 10 everyday Americans have teamed up to take advantage of this, referring to themselves as, and I quote, video gamers. In the official complaint, the team says this acquisition will give Microsoft an unrivaled position in the gaming industry. The group claims that after Microsoft's acquisition of Rare in 2002 and Minecraft publisher Mojang in 2014, an Activision Blizzard acquisition would give it an unfair advantage against all competition. Strawbecker, what are your thoughts on this?
Strong
You're
eyes,
muted.
Eka.
You're muted. You're muted.
I'm muted? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good now.
Okay. Yeah,
It just wasn't coming through.
Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that. I have my microphone brought it a little bit closer to me. So I hadn't heard about that kind of action before, which is a little bit surprising to me, but I guess it's possible when you have these mega mergers like these. So honestly, I mean, they couldn't come up with a better name for their class than video gamers.
Yeah, it's cringy. It is very cringy. Yeah. I honestly,
Wait,
it's just damn.
they call themselves game enthusiasts?
So a little bit higher on the cringe meter, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for the gut. This is gaming Antifa at its best right now.
Oh,
Like that is the
no.
best way I can look at it. Like, oh, we don't like what's going on. Let's start egging it. Let's throw a brick. Like, I'm not happy about this. I'm going straight for the gut on this one. That's exactly the way I kind of look at it. Absolutely. This is that mixed with old grandpa angry. This isn't right for my console. I don't like it. I'm gonna take it to court. You're getting sued today, buddy. Like, that's exactly the way I look at this stuff right now. It's just like, would you sit your goofy ass down and just figure out what happens? Everybody wants to act like everyone's acting like Xbox was like looking through their paperwork, like, oh my god, who do I acquire? And then they just like, oh god, I gotta get Activision. I'm gonna choke you guys until I. No, Activision was looking to get acquired. Asked other people to acquire them before Microsoft. Microsoft just ended up saying, yeah, I'll do it. Facebook said no. People have a real short memory. Other people said no to Activision before Microsoft said yes.
Hey, no. I mean, it's probably for the best, but
I'm just saying, like, people are suing Microsoft when Microsoft was asked to acquire them. Like, make that make sense.
Welcome, Dank Nate, coming in with the fire. Okay, so I'm gonna bounce off of your statement, Ham Solo. Do you think people will be freaking out the same way if Sony was making this acquisition? Because a lot of PlayStation fanatics that I know are like, oh no, I'd be as pissed off as I am right now. But I don't buy it. What about you?
I absolutely don't think it would be as much of a big deal because guess how Sony got into the business? So like the only reason it's a big deal is because old third place is trying to make a move and it's shaking up the industry. That's the only reason that this is a big deal right now. If first place was doing first place things, people wouldn't say anything to first place. You get me?
Yeah. Oh my god. In the chat, Matt Likes Games is essentially treating this like we're in church or something. He's like, preach it, Hamothy. Speak the good word, brother. Hallelujah. Strawbecker, real quick. You haven't been on for a minute, so we don't have your personal take on this one. First, so the first part of the question is, how do you feel about the acquisition? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Are you neutral on the whole thing? Why, obviously? And do you think people would be freaking out as much if Sony was making the purchase of Activision Blizzard?
Well, to be honest, I'm not really as big of a Sony gamer or an Xbox Xbox gamer as I am a Nintendo gamer, so it doesn't really affect me in either way or another. But they did, Activision did commit to bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch for the next 10 years, but it's contingent on if this merger goes through.
Okay, so if you had to pick an outcome, let's say you are God for this specific thing, you are God. You can do this, and the outcome that you desire will be the actual outcome. What outcome would you desire?
Well, if the merger does go through, then what would
No, no,
that
no,
mean?
no, 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 no ifs, no ifs. You
Okay,
decide, okay?
all right.
By some twisted fate, you are the person that now dictates, okay, this acquisition doesn't go through or it does. Which of the two would you prefer?
If the there I go, saying if again. I'm not really used to being put on the spot like this. All I know is the thing about the commitment for Call of Duty being on Nintendo Switch. But if
That for
it
you
does
is a
go,
good thing.
I'm not saying if again. I'm not saying if again. It goes through. That means that Call of Duty gets ported to a lot more consoles. They get a bigger market share, but what would be interesting to see would be what happens with Blizzard's MMOs.
Well, the current one would stay. The current ones would stay. They would stay available for everyone, but the sequels, I guess, we would see. Let's go to the chat real quick. Turtus Hawaii says, "Yo, what's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late. As long as you come in, man, that's all that matters. As long as you're here."
No, you're late. That's a problem.
Stanley
I'm
Francois
not yelling
says
at
that.
you.
You can
Stanley
only
Francois
say
says,
fashionably late.
right. Francois says that's true. Activision asked Microsoft to buy them. Not only did they ask Microsoft to buy them, they asked them after going to speak to Nintendo and PlayStation. So, Blind says, "What's up? Hey, welcome, Blind. Welcome." Wait, did someone just add me? Blind says, "Why is Loke only in the Christmas swag?" Dude, I'm the only one that's organized here. The rest is just winging it. Winging it. Just rewind to the beginning of the show.
Okay.
Oh man. Nelson Gaming says I couldn't see. Welcome, Nelson. Welcome. I couldn't see PlayStation buying a publisher worth more than PlayStation. Bro, it's not Microsoft's fault that PlayStation is broke as fuck. Alright? Black Giant says, "What's up, Twitches?" Oh man, that was a bit much. Dag Nate, loving the content. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Make sure to smash the like button and share and support. Thanks. Blind says, "I'm gonna need Ham Solo to put on some Christmas swag, bro." We're trying. Tota says, "Sony's main problem is that every other department outside the PlayStation isn't profitable. They can't make huge acquisition." Not gonna get into that. That's
to make the acquisition.
a bit of a sensitive one. Okay, so the other side to this is that Microsoft recently used Minecraft as an example of them being pro not having exclusives. My argument here is the reason Minecraft has never been made exclusive is that there's never been a Minecraft 2. I would like to see how Microsoft treats a Minecraft 2.
Why would they even need a Minecraft 2?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Minecraft
can we
is a game
agree?
as service.
But can we agree that if Minecraft 2 came out, there's a good chance it'll be exclusive?
I don't think it would. I think Minecraft at this point is pretty much just a game as a service. It's an educational tool. Minecraft is a lot more than Destiny. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is a lot
Strawbecca,
more than Destiny.
Strawbecca, am I reaching? Am I reaching? We will never see Minecraft 2.
I mean, the framework is sound, it's in place. There are so many players playing with it and finding new things to do with the system at any one time. And it's got a pretty far reach. It's practically on every single console possible right now, even smartphones. So why not mess with perfection?
Perfection, she said. You heard it first. You heard it first. Minecraft is a perfect game. Blind Giant said, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. Nelson Gaming says it's not PlayStation's fault it couldn't make or get games either. Hey man, failure is failure, bro. You wanna dress it however you want, it's still failure. Mad Likes Game says also Sony likes innovation. Bro, what? That is not true. That's not true. Sony does innovate. Toto Sawai says, I will say though the DualShock 5 controller is better than the Xbox. Sit your ass down. Dank Nate says next Minecraft is RTX ray tracing. Stankma, hey! Merry Christmas, Stankma. Merry Christmas. Xbox controller is superior for shooters. No, Xbox controller is superior in every single way. Toto
Almost every
Sawai
single
says,
way.
what?
Almost every single way.
Okay, the majority of metrics, Xbox controller comes out winning. Tortoise Hawaii says Minecraft is a cash cow. They don't need a Minecraft 2. Why would they even think about splitting the player base, bro? All right. I guess I'm reaching on this one. I'll just take the L. So still on this one, breaking news, 36 minutes ago, Microsoft defends Bethesda acquisition following Activision Blizzard lawsuit. So Microsoft believes that its acquisition of ZeniMax has no relevance to the current transaction. Oh man. And arguably works in its favor because Xbox has continued to release new updates of existing ZeniMax games such as Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, and on both Xbox and PlayStation. The perceived strength of Microsoft positions led many to the conclusion that the FTC will seek concessions, given that it is allegedly unlikely to achieve victory in court. Strawbecker, do you believe that the acquisition of Bethesda has no relevance to the current transaction?
I mean, Bethesda is a completely different company specializing in completely different games than Blizzard. They're more of a platform. Wait, they're not even a platformer company. They're more they're more of a first-person action company. Yeah, RPGs.
Not even multiplayer for real.
So isn't one of the Fallout ones multiplayer though? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, but that's not their bread and butter.
Okay, so Strawbecker, you agree with Microsoft that the acquisition of Bethesda has no relevance to the current transaction?
Yep, I agree.
Cozy, do you agree?
Especially if you look at the difference between what their output is. Like Blizzard very much is like a multiplayer output. You know, that's like their bread and butter, multiplayer games of service. Whereas, you know, Bethesda, that's not really, none of the studios under ZeniMax. Yes, none of the studios under that are really, you know, games of service-y. They have like a few games of service games, but, you know, that's not really what they do. So I don't think it feels the same sort of thing.
I think I'm missing the plot here. Ham Solo, do you also agree with Microsoft that the acquisition of Bethesda has no relevance to the current transaction?
Well, I just want to throw out that I got my buddy Ike right here hanging out. Ike on the mic, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing.
I'll punch that elf on a shelf.
He's sitting right here. He's right here.
Oh, okay.
You can't see him right here. He's doing his damn thing on camera right in front of you. I got Ike on the mic.
I can't.
Hi.
I got Ike on the mic, and let me see what he has to say. He said that ain't gonna work. He said he said Sony needs to cut it. Sony needs to cut it.
Damn.
The FCC needs to cut it. Bring Activision on home to Microsoft. The deal needs to go through. People need to quit complaining. Let gaming get innovated. People ain't liking. And you know what? You know what I've been seeing a lot about lately is these unions. I'm getting off
Microsoft buying
topic
up
a little
unions
bit.
now.
I'm getting off topic a little
They're
bit, but
buying
bruh,
unions.
how do you think the rest of the industry, including Nintendo, and I'm actually kind of diverting the question to ask Becca a question. I want to know how you think Nintendo's gonna enjoy Xbox getting all these unions and stuff like that going on. Whether it's for Activision, Bethesda, whatever. Like, how do you think the tides might turn? Or do you think like Nintendo will still, be fairly cool with Xbox and stuff like that in the upcoming future?
What up, Viper? Go ahead,
Basically, going
Strawberry.
back to what I was saying earlier about the Call of Duty going on to Switch if the merger goes through. I think that, they've already got deals in place with Sony for the MLB The Show games. They've got the agreements for having Microsoft Steve on Smash Brothers. All they have to do is make the right partnerships with the right people.
Okay, so you're saying they just have to not stand in their own way, essentially.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And everything will be fine. Gotcha. Cool. But yeah, Loke, I don't think, I honestly don't think this is necessary at all.
Let me read the chat. Because what I have to say, you guys are start calling me a pony, but I don't care.
I know I've been waiting for this. This is my favorite part of the show. This is my favorite part of the show every Friday. You guys listen up. Loke is about to defend Sony. He is about to lawyer up. He's
Loke
now
is a
and
pony.
let you know that
stop calling me that.
is a Sony.
Loke's a pony.
Guy.
He's a pony.
Let's hear it, Loke. Go on ahead and defend. Play some defense.
He probably wears PS5 underwear.
Sony's Defender of the Year award goes to Loke 7.
It would probably feel nice. PlayStation underwear would probably feel very nice. Anyway, let's go to the chat real quick.
Look at him.
So Blind Giant is asking me to say what he wrote above. So I will say it because he asked very nice. He says, Sony, a cry baby company. Ha ha ha. Sony needs to stop crying and continue to lead the exclusive bangers market. I sense irony there. Mad Likes Games says Sony innovates cost. Okay. Nelson Gaming says, I want to see the circus. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a circus. Dude, when Call of Duty doesn't release for like 5 years, people will remember this. Mad Likes Game says Strawbecca spitting facts, Cozy spitting facts. It's a lot of spitting going on. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of spitting.
You're too busy in your PlayStation underwear.
Whatever, Cozy.
Phrasing.
Nelson Gaming says all Xbox has to do is be third party, and this wouldn't be antitrust. That's the thing. The thing with getting third party exclusives, right? In my opinion, is that is the quickest way for Sony to just close up shop. Because right now Sony is leading because they have money that they're giving third party developers who then don't release their games on Xbox. We just got done talking. About the fact that PlayStation, Activision Blizzard is worth more than PlayStation, or was worth more than PlayStation.
Okay.
So the guys that are buying the publisher that is worth more than PlayStation You guys now you want to go cash for cash with these guys? For real? For real?
Nintendo better.
You're throwing ones. You're in the club throwing ones. The guy next to you is throwing hundreds, but he's throwing it in the wrong direction. And you want to challenge him. No, throw in the same direction up. Bro, what? That is stupid, in my opinion. It is dumb. The worst thing that can happen is this deal doesn't go through. Then Microsoft pivots and says, okay, we're not going to buy anyone, but we're going to pay everyone. And then PlayStation won't have anything. They'll just have their exclusives, and all the third parties will be on Xbox. You don't want that. Welcome, Viper. Merry Christmas. Stankmo says, Strawbecker repping for Electric Rat. I don't know what that's about.
Pokemon.
Nelson says, oh, okay.
Unsophisticated swine.
You don't see the hashtag? Remember Ash? Ash Ketchum?
Ash has been 14 for 25 years, bro. Peter Pan is impressed with Ash right now. Anyway, Nelson Gaming says Nintendo in their own market, they don't care. Okay.
They got the goods.
You know what? I love me some PlayStation. Let's be real, guys. I love me some PlayStation.
Yeah, you do.
But do we believe that PlayStation can look eye to eye to Nintendo with just exclusives? Come on. Can PlayStation release broken ass shit like Pokemon and make the money that Nintendo makes? Come on, settle down, Nelson. We both love PlayStation.
Here's
Nelson.
the thing. The thing. PlayStation can't do that because their games require spectacle. Nintendo can because their games require fun.
That's true, because the way PlayStation markets itself is the spectacle to be seen. So they cannot. So they can't. So they pretty much made the road of not being able to have any kind of mess ups at all. They have to come out butter smooth for the most part, like graphic wise and like fidelity wise and whatnot.
Oh my god! Screw you guys. Matt like Game says Sony's loyal. Sony's loyal Loke. Thankmo says Ace Attorney Loke.
Straight up.
Objection. Give us your best objection, Loke.
What?
Give us your best
attorney.
Never mind. You
don't
know about. See, thank you, Strawback. You understood the assignment.
I'm still reading the damn comments. When I'm
you
done,
just don't know how to object.
Oh man. Anyway,
Loke, the defense attorney.
Go ahead, Strawbecker. Go ahead, Strawbecker. Go ahead.
You need to wear the blue blazer in order to do a good objection. That's the only way it can happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, anyway, let's carry on. Blind Giant says, tell PlayStation to step their game up. True that.
They can't. They're already maximum greatness.
Viper says they are ponies that will defend anything that Sony does. Yeah, but then there's exports and there's Nintendo. Look, there's fanatics everywhere. Let's agree on that one.
Yeah.
Stegmore, wow, Nintendo games require fun is money. Okay. I don't know the point that was being made. But so going back to my original point, or why I disagree with you guys, saying that it does have relevance to this current transaction, is that Sony is arguing exclusivity. They're arguing that Microsoft's not buying Call of Duty, they're not buying Activision Blizzard to help Activision Blizzard out, because everyone knows that they're having issues financially and whatever, right? Sony is concerned that Microsoft is buying these games to make them exclusive to their platform. And the reason why it's relevant to the current transaction is because, yes, every single Bethesda game that was released before the acquisition is still on PlayStation, will remain on PlayStation forever. But Phil Spencer and Todd Howard have already confirmed Starfield exclusive to Xbox and PC. And at this point, Ham, you said it yourself, PC might as well be freaking Xbox.
It's not.
Yeah, but it might as well be.
And then it really is.
You only count as Xbox because you guys don't want to admit that Xbox sucks and has no games.
You guys,
Cozy, you console yourself.
I need you to make up your mind. Cozy, I need you to make up your mind. Am I a pony? Am I an Xbox? Pick a
You're
side.
whatever
Pick
the
a side. You
argument.
know what? At
No,
least
you're whatever
listen.
my
What?
argument
You know what?
works when
I
my
can't
argument.
expect you.
You're
I can't
whatever
expect
works
you to be
when I'm
consistent for
arguing.
the whole show. Can you be consistent for one show, not for the whole year? For one show. Can you accuse me of being a fanatic for one side for one show? Can you do that?
I need to get a trigger
Okay.
button because you
So
are triggered.
whatever. My point is, Ham Strawbacker, because Cozy ain't even listening anymore. Ham Strawbacker. The reason this is relevant is because all of the new games that are coming out from Bethesda are Xbox exclusive. And there's no written down guarantee. There's no written down guarantee for any of the Activision games. What we have at this point is good faith. The only thing that's written down is 10 years. And 10 years in gaming, guys, it was 2013 yesterday. Okay, the Xbox One came out yesterday. I'm speaking figuratively. Time flies, and 10 years is nothing. It's nothing. So that's why, in my opinion, the acquisition of ZeniMax is very relevant. Let's go to the chat before you guys start roasting me again. Nelson Gaming says Nintendo games sell because it's everyone's second console or family console. Most people buy third party elsewhere. Nelson, you know what? I'm gonna let Ham and Cozy deconstruct you. I'm not gonna do it for them. Blind Giant says, I just got a Nintendo Switch. What game should I play?
Okay, wait, no. I'll give you a laundry list of them. Don't listen to Loke because Loke doesn't play games.
Fuck off. Astral Chain. Play Astral Chains, dude.
That is actually I will give him that. I will give him Astral Train.
Cozy, you would give me everything.
No, I won't. I'll give you nothing.
Anyway, Strawbacker, tell Blind Giant what to get, because Cozy's just gonna say Pokemon.
No,
Mario,
Pokemon.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Kirby.
Yeah, there's a lot of Kirby in the Forgotten World is very good. If you like RPGs, you can go no wrong with Octopath Traveler. And
Monster Hunter Stories.
Yep, that too. And Monster Hunter Rise.
Don't get Monster Rise.
Oh yeah.
You know it's about to because it's about to come out on like Xbox and PlayStation. And as someone who plays a lot of it, it definitely benefits from both those.
Okay. So, oh man. Okay, before we go to the chat, try to be brief, guys. Strawbacker, the points that I put out, are they fair? Are they valid? Or am I talking bullshit?
Pretty valid, especially with the 10 years in gaming is not a very long time argument.
Thank you. Cozy, call me a pony, and so I can move on to Ham Solo.
You know what? You're not a pony. A pony is at least a sophisticated and slightly majestical creature. I don't know what you are.
Did you just say that horses are better than me? Jesus. That's harsh. Even from you, Cozy. That is harsh. Ham, my feelings are hurt right now. I'm about to break down. Ham Solo.
I got a special button for you now. Every time. Triggered.
Ham, are my points valid or bullshit?
I just don't. I'm just not there with you on that one, bud. I just don't agree.
All right. Blind Giant as a quick question. So when PlayStation buys studios, are they offering 10-year? Bro, PlayStation aren't offering 10-day deals. Wait to ask a rhetorical question. Nelson Gaming says Xbox is gonna force Gamepass everywhere in the future. Let's cut to the obvious. Fuck you says Pony confirmed. Whatever, man.
There you go.
Whatever.
There you go, Loke. The truth. I mean, look at your background. Look at your background. I mean, the people in the chat can't see it at the moment, but I mean, let me go on ahead and just help everybody out real quick.
Don't do it.
I should just help everybody out because they can't see what we can see, and what we can see is something in that corner over there.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, but y'all see that right there? Y'all see that? Y'all see that over there?
Oh my god!
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's Loke in the background. He doesn't have his Xbox box back there. He just made sure to,
You know what? I'll put the Xbox
PlayStation on deck.
Next week I'll put the big black one. All right. I'll do that. Anyway, let's continue with the chat. Nelson Gaming says, good thing Xbox bought Bethesda, or it would be another failness year. Dude, I'm sure that sounded funny in your head. Blind Giant says, thank you for the suggestions. You're welcome, man. Mahalo. Viper says, Octopath. Okay, he's giving more suggestions. Oh, Gogo Poe. Welcome, Gogo. Says exclusivity is practiced by Sony and Nintendo. It's pretty much all exclusive. What's the big deal when Microsoft does it? Microsoft are Americans. All right, that's the problem. Nelson Gaming says my son was just playing Kirby. Blind Giant. Oh, it was sarcasm. Yes, it was sarcasm. Thank you. Dank Nate finally came to the defense, and he understands me being objective. He says, Loke, a pony? I'm not sure about that. Thank you. Everyone else is just trolling.
The entire goal is, it's called Trigger Loke. That's what this is called, Trigger Loke.
So why he says, anyone think we would ever see Microsoft release any games as Game Pass exclusives, meaning they aren't available anywhere else besides subscribing to Game Pass? Oof, that would be a bad move in my opinion.
I mean, I see them doing that. I honestly, so a lot of different companies have done the thing where they do the bait and switch, where they push their subscription service, then dump the non-subscription options. If you look at Microsoft's line of products, they have not dropped options for buy to own for their products, even though they've introduced subscription services.
Interesting.
Like a lot of other companies have dropped it, but they have kept their, pretty consistently the option to purchase a product outright.
Okay, Strawbecker, real quick, do you think it's plausible from what let's go down the rabbit hole with Tortoise Hawaii. Can you see Microsoft making a game exclusive to Game Pass where you can't get it anywhere else? Can't freaking buy it or anything. You just have to subscribe to Game Pass.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
What?
I can see that too, to be honest. I mean, that's a mega marketing move. I don't think it'd be anything like on like the level of like Halo or Starfield or something like that. But I do think that they would put like a fun kind of tester game in there to see if they can get people just to kind of lock themselves in, and kind of put like the what would you call it? Like the season pass, kind of tying it to Game Pass, to where like if you get this, if you get Game Pass, this game, like everything with it will just come with that subscription service. So you don't need to pay anything extra, but you get all the benefits out of that game just because you have that service.
Okay. Hey, I see them doing something like that, but I don't see them something like where you can't just get it. Maybe they'll make a game where it's like all the stuff. You get all the perks if you subscribe to Game Pass, but I don't see them, because think about it. They have to get, like, a lot of their games, now they have like a lot of PC people, and a lot of PC people, they aren't going to switch. As we've seen with Epic, they aren't going to just vastly run to that, So I don't think there's a way for Game Pass to ever, especially if it's like, they're pushing it on PC, they have to keep the option for it to be available on Steam.
Okay, so Viper is coming in with word vomit. Let's quickly get through it. He says Loke is defending a company that doesn't think he and his country exist.
I mean,
Bro,
they don't.
Listen.
Texas isn't a country. Texas is not a country.
Cozy. Viper, my brother. Viper, my brother. Look at the camera. Look, if you're on the phone, look at the phone right now. Look. The fact that you said that just proves just how objective I am. I take my feelings out and I focus on the matter at hand. All right? It's nothing personal. I personally dislike Sony's handling of my continent and my country. But I'm not going to shit on them for the sake of shitting on them. All right? If it doesn't make any sense, I'm not going to do it. Also, getting through the word vomit from Viper, why is the FCC allowing a Japanese company to dictate what an American company can do? Because companies you can get to a certain size, and a company can get to a certain size that they're not dictated by their country only. See, you're asking why the FTC is allowing a Japanese company to dictate. You didn't ask in Brazil. You didn't ask about none of that. You didn't ask about Saudi Arabia because these guys said okay to the deal. So let's be honest, you're a little biased in this one. Let's be real. He also said Microsoft wouldn't make anything Game Pass exclusive. I agree with that. When Destiny 2 was in Game Pass, all of the DLC was included, but you still had the option to buy. True. Yeah, I think it'll be a terrible move.
I think it's an idea that they'll explore sometime down the future, though. Like, it's not something I think that's going to be rolled out right now, but I do think that at some point there will be a game somewhere down the line that's subscription only. I think that will happen. It might not happen in 2025, but in 2030, sometime when, like, it's deemed very, very sustainable. Like, not just like fairly sustainable for a little bit. No, like when it's like deemed like this is what you need. I think people they will do something like that just to drive in a little bit more. But I don't think that's for quite some time.
Speaking of subscription services, good segue there. 17 new games were added to PS Plus Extra. So I want to play a quick game with you guys. Holla if there's a game that I mention and you are excited to play it. Make a sound or whatever. All right. Here goes. Far Cry 5. Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry Primal. Mortal Shell. Judgment.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Ham like side scrollers. Judgment got a yip, so that's one. Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I think Shaw
Yakuza
Becker
6.
tried to say something.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to getting Like a Dragon?
Good stuff.
I already have Like a Dragon on PS5.
Okay, so it doesn't count then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yakuza 6, The Song of Life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it? Are you gonna get it?
I would be interested in it. I do want to get it, but I would be interested in it.
Oh, okay. We have another winner, ladies and gentlemen. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Middle-earth: Shadow of War. The Pedestrian. Evil Genius 2. Game of the Year candidate: Adventure Time: Pirates of the Echiridion. Nothing. Okay.
Because it sucked, but the last Adventure Time game, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal My Garbage, was actually pretty good.
Right. Ben 10 Power Trip.
Still exists?
That's the Yelp you got.
No, I'm just incredulous.
Still exists.
Clearly, you're not playing the game. I think Ben 10 is probably competing with Ash at this point, but let's leave that as a side note. Gigantosaurus the game. Cozy, you're not frothing at the mouth for this one.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Someone will like it.
Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition.
Oh yeah, that's a win. That's a win. Except not on console because it sucks with a keyboard without keyboard and mouse.
Oof.
Okay, so I'm taking the win away because only the Xbox lets you just plug in keyboard
No, it
and mouse.
doesn't. In fact, it does not. It does not.
It doesn't work on that.
You cannot.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't work specifically on that game, and it's one of my biggest frustrations.
Oh, on that game specifically?
Yes.
Okay, because I have just plugged in my keyboard and mouse and used it on the Xbox.
No, keyboard and mouse works on Xbox, but they did not like mesh those two together.
For that specific game.
For that specific
game. Yes, and
I
want it so bad.
Okay, Worms WMD.
That's a win. That's a win.
All right.
Oh my
Finally,
gosh.
a second one.
Of all games, she picks that one.
The Escapists 2. Nothing. Okay, so
I'd be interested in looking at it. I've never played that.
Ham, ain't nobody got time for. I'd be interested in looking at it.
Oh,
we
okay,
all
fair.
have 2-3 subscriptions. We need bangers. We need stuff that makes people sit down and be like, "Yo, I need to make time to play this specifically." So,
well, then
WMD.
In that case, Loke, none of the games that you just mentioned are like making me want to get the service.
So I'm removing Judgment.
Yeah, you'd have to, because that's not getting me into the service. That's just kind of cool that it's there.
I would get it for indies, but they didn't have enough good ones that I'm like interested in, and I'm not interested. I don't like Ubisoft games, so no Far Cry's
from the 17 games, there is one game worth playing according to the panel, which is Worms WMD. There's one game worth you setting your calendar to. So,
Becca said Yakuza 6.
The only thing is that it's Yakuza 6, so seeing it's a game in a series, it probably would only be worth it if you played the previous titles. Yakuza Like a Dragon, that was a soft reboot for the series, and that one's a good entry point.
Okay, so there's two. So the Song of Life and WMD. 2 out of 17.
Like a Dragon.
Sorry.
No, but you said you already had it.
Yeah. But this would be for everybody else.
No. We're talking to you, Strawbecker. This is about you. This moment is yours. All right. So let's 2 out of 17 for PS Plus. Let's go to the chat real quick. Viper says the Kojima game may be cloud only. Okay. Gogopo, I'm definitely biased. Do you really want a Sony as the dominant console that rather shrink the market to keep first place? Dog, innovating is hard. Nelson Gaming says you don't ever see anything up for 80 billion either. I'm sure there was something there from like the previous chats, but I don't remember. Viper is excited for Yakuza. That's awesome. Tortoise Hawaii, man, I really need. Yes, you do. You need to play all of them in the correct sequence. I will DM the sequence to you. No problem. One of the best franchises ever. Viper says Judgment and Lost Judgment and all the Yakuza games. Yeah, yep. Viper, both Middle Earth games are good. Okay. Nelson, I never did play Pillars. He's thinking about it.
It is a fantastic game.
Okay.
It is.
Blind Giant says PlayStation needs to put first party. Oh, dude. PlayStation can't afford to put first party in there. Like first party needs to be like 4 or 5 years or or something to get in the subscriptions. Mad Likes Games. So not only is it on controller, but it's on worst controller. Oh damn, damn. Mad Likes Games innovating is hard, and Sony proves it consistently. Jesus, just go and play the remakes, all right? Just go and play the remakes. Okay, let's round it off with some great news. Benji Sales is confident that High on Life is the biggest Game Pass day one launch of 2022 and is currently beating Minecraft and Forza Horizon 5. These two games consistently top the most popular charts, and it's easy to see why. Minecraft is more a cultural phenomenon than just a video game. Hashtag Strawbecker said it first. And Forza Horizon 5 is an incredibly popular racing game and first-party title from Microsoft's umbrella. Strawbecker, are you shocked that High on Life, with the minimum buzz it had, just destroyed video games in December? We thought we'd still be talking about God of War right now. Instead, we are just mining fanatic salt from ponies.
Honestly hadn't heard about High on Life until I saw your tweets about it. And for something to make this big of a splash, is this about as big as a buzz that Among Us got when it first started getting popular?
I would say this is not as big as Among Us.
No.
But
Is
it's
that right?
still
It's
but it's still
gigantic.
something pretty, yeah.
It is
But it's still
gigantic.
pretty popular, yeah.
I will say this. I'm seeing people playing this game that I didn't even know had Game Pass. Like in my friends list on Xbox, I'm like seeing like High on Life under people's names that I thought were done gaming. Like that came back and turned that on. People hitting me up. My cousin, which he plays Call of Duty for the most part in Rocket League. He has days and days and days in those games. Because that's like the only games that he plays. He texted me to say, bro, you should download High on Life, as if I don't know this already. And I was like, bro, I've already been playing this game for a minute. And he's like, dude, this game is freaking hilarious. It's perfect. And in my eyes, I'm thinking it's a pretty good, really funny game. But exactly. The casual people that only, play their specific game and step out of the house pretty much every once in a while when it comes to new games are like playing this and they're like, dude, this is incredible. This is a masterpiece. This is the best game I've played in a long time. And I'm like, wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Rebecca, did you get to finish your point?
It's a good game, though. It's fun.
Rebecca, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you get to finish your point?
Yeah, basically I haven't really heard that much about it, but I'm very pleased that it got the reception that it did after you announced how it outperformed the other juggernauts. Now, it just remains to be seen if it outperforms stuff like Fortnite.
I don't think it'll do that.
You're not listening. Fortnite is not in the Game Pass side of things.
Oh,
but
okay.
In terms of just Game Pass games, like Minecraft has been number one for years at this point. Number one or number two for years. This is, for me, this is earth-shattering. When I found out, I was like, what? It beat Minecraft. Jeez.
Even Sea of Thieves,
Damn. And Sea of Thieves is a lot of people playing. Cozy, were you shocked with the reception for High on Life? Or did you see this coming all the way?
So, am I on now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
You know what? You can go eat a brick.
Oh, okay.
So I think what I didn't see it getting like huge like it's been getting, but I did see it becoming popular, especially after the first few people I saw play it. Because my first thought was, this game seems like dumb fun.
Literally, right?
And I think that's a lot of what's lost in a lot of games nowadays. Is like, some people are just trying to have fun. And there's so many games that are just like, they try too hard to be something. And when people are talking about, oh, it's not going to be funny or whatever, I feel like, in fact, I don't even like Rick and Morty, but a lot of what I was seeing in the game, I was like, okay, that's funny. I have to admit, that's funny. Like, even being someone's like, this game, because I went in thinking this game is going to be butt cheeks because I don't like Rick and Morty. And watching people just be like, show
narrative.
things.
Let's stop this narrative. Butt cheeks are heavenly. All right, let's stop referring to butt cheeks like there's something negative. All right,
okay, I thought it was going to be skid marks.
I am tired of hearing this. I am tired of hearing this. Butt cheeks is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Can I get some B's in the chat? B for butt cheeks. Come on, yo. What the hell? Anyway, carry on, Tony.
But okay, I thought so. My
Becca, you got to echo.
I'm sorry.
It was going to be kind of like skid marks. Okay, is that better? And
there you go.
Then watching people play it and watching people like look at it, I was like, okay, I have to admit that's kind of amusing. And what actually kind of wins it for me is the fact that it references Tammy and the T-Rex, which I've said before, like, that movie is stupid, it's absurd, but it's enjoyable because you accept that it's absurd. And if that is the premise of a game, the game is just, it's absurd, it's dumb, but we're here to have fun. That is a winning formula in gaming.
Thank Nate with the double B's. Bring it in, y'all. Bring it in. Butt cheeks for the win. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez. Let us kill this narrative, people.
Hey, Viper said you get butt cheeks in The Witcher.
People, you know what? People saying that something is bad by saying, oh, so-and-so is butt cheeks is like saying so-and-so is breasts. Bro, what are you saying? So-and-so is $1 million. We like these things. Find something else. Okay? The hell. Anyways, that's enough for the news. Game predictions, again, like I said, there are no notable video games coming out until the week of January 9 to 15, 2023. So Cozy will go into the new year with her 6 wins. Ham Solo still on 1. Matt Likes Games still on 1. Notable, hold on, let's go to the chat. Viper says there are 3 full-length movies in High on Life. For real? Are they good movies, though? Because you can have 3 shit movies. Are they
Genius.
good?
They put Tammy and the T-Rex in there.
Tammy and the T-Rex is genius.
I haven't seen that movie. What's the other movie?
Isn't it that vampire movie?
Blade?
Bro, I just want to say, in Tammy and the T-Rex, at the beginning of the movie, Paul Walker gets into a nut tug battle with an enemy. Like they're literally just fighting in front of a yard over a girl, and they're all rolling over the place, punching each other, and then like the dude gets Paul Walker in a headlock, and Paul Walker headlocks him back, and the guy's way of fighting the headlock was to grab Paul Walker by the junk. And he grabbed him hard, real hard, and made Paul scream, right? So Paul grabbed him back in the junk, and they're just holding each other's junk and screaming for like a hot second. And I'm sitting on the couch with my gun on High on Life, like, what the fuck is going on here? And like, the cops show up and they're just squeezing each other's balls, and then bro, like, and the cops separate them, and the guy that attacked Paul was all hurt and Paul was fine. And the cops like, what's going on? Why are you fine? What do you got, like balls of steel or something? And Paul's like, I got a nut cup on. Like, where'd you get that from? How did that just happen? What just happened?
Okay, so it's Tammy, Blood Harvests, Vampire Hookers. Oh, I'm downloading High on Life tonight. And Demon Wind. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. 4 movies. All right. Let's look at the notable tweets real quick. Hawaiian guy 808, our friend Uso Vinny. Uso. He tweeted the following. Instead of complaining about Square Enix not supporting Xbox, take your money and put it towards a Japanese publisher that has went above and beyond for Xbox gamers. From the Yakuza series and off to Persona, Sega deserves the support of Xbox gamers over Square Enix.
That's a fact. That's just a fact.
So,
shout out to Vinny for spitting.
Okay, I'm guessing we're not going to get much of a debate on this one.
No.
Would kill for a classic Fantasy Star to return.
Fantasy Star.
Classic.
Isn't there a new one coming out?
No, a classic one.
What's wrong with the new ones?
MMO. I don't want to play an MMO.
Oh,
let me get
no
a classic.
Story,
I was
not
just gonna say,
super classic because.
Let me get a classic style of Jet Set Radio back.
Yeah,
or something like that. Like let's bring some of that stuff back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
let me get another what's that game in here? Daytona USA. Daytona USA. Let's go back to some Sega Rally. Like I want to get some. I mean, maybe not the Sega Rally, just because there's so many good car games out now. But the Daytona USA one would be cool to have, like a racetrack goofy. And Cozy was right earlier with what she said. There's so many game. I feel like gaming is taking itself too serious in some areas, and then it's really not serious in other areas. I liked that middle point that you got in like a lot of 360 and original Xbox, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 games, even like, 64 and stuff like that, like Conker's kind of game. Like that game was crazy. Conker's Bad Fur Day and whatnot. Like that game was insane. Crazy car games like Daytona USA, where it's just like completely unreal. There's no way you're going to slide sideways, bash a freaking wall in a freaking, in a stock car and then, continue in the race. Like I really miss the goofy, weird, arcadey games. I want to see them come back.
Okay, so before I bring in Strawback and this one, I need to address the absolute shite that is being thrown in the chat. Gogo Post says, I remember when Fantasy Star was bigger than Final Fantasy.
When was that?
Bro, I just want to know. Cozy, Strawbacker, Ham Solo, can you guys give me 1 year when Fantasy Star was bigger than Final Fantasy? I'm the biggest I don't give a shit about Final Fantasy guy here. But even I know Final Fantasy is humongous. So help educate us, please. Cozy.
Can't recall it ever being bigger. I think the thing is, it was just that I don't think it's ever been bigger. I think it's just that the Fantasy Star has.
Gogo Paul went out and pointed out a freaking decade, the 90s. What? Was this before Final Fantasy even existed? Because that's the only way.
No, late 80s was the first Final Fantasy game.
So when?
So Fantasy Star was a very different game. The early Fantasy Stars were very different games. Like
We're not talking about the style. We're talking about like size. Final Fantasy, Fantasy Star was bigger than Final Fantasy.
I don't know the sales of the Fantasy Star games.
My mind. Go ahead, Strawbacker.
Final Fantasy 11 or after?
Did what?
Did Phantasy Star Online come out before or after Final Fantasy 11?
I don't know. Cozy, you can answer. You're the weeb here.
You. Excuse me.
What? Sorry, what you say?
You said I'm a weeb.
Yeah. You're the weeb.
I'm not.
Just answer Strawbecker's question, please,
What was
because
the
now I'm
question?
curious.
My
Strawbecker.
Did Phantasy Star Online come out before or after Final Fantasy 11?
I don't know, because it's like it started out with like that was like Dreamcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dreamcast.
I
know that Phantasy
nothing
Star
in this
started
conversation.
on Sega systems, and I think it was like probably around the same time that Final Fantasy first released on the NES, or maybe even a little bit before that. So, I mean, technically it could be right, but only because of time.
Okay, so we've got some context here. Viper says Final Fantasy was huge. Fantasy Star was huge in the late 80s and early 90s. Final Fantasy 11 came out before Fantasy Star Online. Gogo Post says it was bigger in America. I didn't even know about Final Fantasy till Final Fantasy 6. Okay, so you're talking about a perspective size thing. I thought you were talking about like an objective size thing. Because if we're talking objectively, I don't know, man. I don't think Fantasy Star has been bigger than Final Fantasy like for like a day or
Yeah,
an
Gogo Pole,
hour.
keep in mind, he lives in the annex part of Texas, so he's not part of America. So he doesn't really know that that it was big in America because he doesn't.
You know what?
He's weird.
You know what? Quick correction. Also, welcome, Old Day is good. Welcome. Smash the like button and share. It says Final Fantasy 1989. You know what? For anyone that's new here, I'm not actually in Texas. All right. And quick point of correction for Ham Solo and Cozy, because you guys said two things that are factually incorrect. You guys don't live in America. You live in the United States of America. America includes Brazil, Mexico, etc., etc.
Well,
Blind Giant,
that
remove
means
those cowboy hats.
I'm in it.
Remove those cowboy hats, Blind Giant. This is not funny. This is not funny.
This is like the argument of all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
You know what, Cozy? You're slow, but you get to the destination. Anyway, the next notable tweet at Wilmy Hood said, "Another day of not caring what score a video game gets because I enjoy it no matter what anyone else rates it or where or how it launches." Strawbecker, what are your thoughts on this tweet?
I agree, although I do have to say that having reviewed a few games myself and having had to score them, I do have to factor that score into my reviewing.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't like the wholesale throwing of the baby out of the bathwater. Just because some reviewers are out of touch doesn't mean you have to get rid of all of us. Cozy, what are your thoughts on this tweet by Wilmy Hood?
I think so. My first thing is I go to the Steam reviews. I feel those are the most accurate.
Why?
Because it's like a lot of it'll show you have to purchase the game. It shows playtime, and people will typically go into detail about what they liked and disliked about the game. So like any place else, I'm like for any game, I pretty much just go to like, oh, what do the people on Steam say about this?
In the chat,
Thanks,
Game says deep Matt says deep in the heart of Texas. Viper says Fantasy Star first released December 20th, 1987. Madlax Game says Africa, Texas is still Texas. Doom, bro. This is
deep
not
in
funny.
the heart of Texas.
So Doom says, "Hey chat, don't believe Loke. He does live in Texas. I can confirm this." Ham Solo, what are your thoughts on Wilmy Hood's tweet?
What game was he in reference to? I'm just kind of curious.
He wasn't referencing any game. He was just being general about it.
Oh, well, I agree with them wholeheartedly. I mean, reviews are cool. Reviews from people you trust are even better. But when it comes down to it, I'm the one experiencing it. So reviews kind of, in a way, don't matter at the end of the day. I mean, like, reviews matter for just that moment until you put the controller in your hand. Then the review's out the window.
And then that's it.
Then now it's your review. If you, what I don't like, and I've been a victim of it too, a victim or guilty of it, whatever, however you want to look at it, of taking somebody's review so serious that it taints my experience.
Now we want the deets. Break it down.
Like it got to the point where I was like not looking at reviews anymore because I was like, dude, I've missed out on some good games, and I'd play the game first and then go look at the review and see if they were right about it.
Okay.
So I was almost reviewing the reviewer. I guess.
Pretty much. Yeah, again, I've already said my piece on this one. I can sympathize with his point of view, but I don't like the idea of saying like you don't care at all what the reviewers say, because we do provide a very valuable service. And I'm not saying this so I continue to get video game codes. I'm not saying this to continue getting codes. I actually believe this.
I'll read your reviews because it's you. But in general, if I don't care about actual reviewers, I'm never gonna pay attention to them.
Okay, but this is an interesting one because you know me, right? And you know my preferences. If I say, for example, Trek to Yomi is one of the best side scrollers that came out this year, does that make your ears perk up? Because it's like, okay, this guy hates 2D side scrollers.
It does.
If he says this is good, I must give it a go.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's interesting to me.
Did we not already have this conversation also about how I value that a game getting someone who normally wouldn't play that type of game is like a good game to me? That's like also part of it. So if someone says they like something they don't normally like, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's fascinating. You're doing good.
Elden Ring. That's
I'm gonna try Elden Ring eventually.
Cozy, we'll chat. I'll hook you up. All right. The last notable tweet comes from Helix Zura, who said, "I can't just like a game. I have to get consumed and completely obsessed with it. There is no in between." Strawbecca, is this the same with you?
Yes, that is me in a nutshell. I've been pretty much playing Pokemon Violet continuously since it came out.
Wow,
monster.
Well, I have to stop to work and eat and stuff.
Oh, to work and eat. To work and eat.
Man.
So if you could just hook yourself up to a machine so you didn't have to eat and clone yourself, you would just sit there and play it all the time?
Be great.
Wow. The smile on your face, Strawbecca. Like, if I was your husband, I'd be concerned. Like, yo, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Husband would like that too. I mean, he'd be able to get work done, and as long as he cloned himself, he'd be able to watch all of his Transformers.
Oh, he watches Transformers.
Oh yeah.
Which one's his favorite?
Honestly, he's been trying to watch all of the series in order, but he's also been trying to collect a lot of the figures. Right now, I think he's on the most recent one. Wow. I have absolutely no idea. The only Transformers that I've ever really watched with him was the original movie from 1986.
Okay, the OG one is pretty nice.
Yep.
Awesome. We have a man of culture. So the chat is trolling again. Nelson Gaming says, "I live in Austin." First off, if I'm going to live in Texas, right? If I had to pick a place to live in, it's not Austin. It's Dallas or Houston.
You know a lot of Texas for someone not from Texas.
Freaking Austin. I'm not going to Austin. Right?
You know a lot about Texas for someone not from Texas, and you know street, you know exactly where you have picked out to live. So that sounds like someone from Texas to me.
You know what, Cozy? I deserve that one. I walked into it. Whatever. Dank Knight says he was also just playing Pokemon Violet, so there's that. That's awesome. Madlikes Game says Africa, Austin, Texas. Whatever, man. Whatever. Cozy,
Yeah?
do you feel the same way about games?
You know, I would say no, I don't. But then I talked about how I played like 4 days of Vampire Survivor in a week. So I guess to technically not lying, it'd be like that's true.
You know, I was kind of waiting for you to deny it and be like, you know, we saw when you shared how long you've been playing Vampire Survivors. Like the thing was out for 3 days and you'd been playing for 2.5 days. And I'm like, lady, what are you talking about? You have
So
no
yes,
discipline when it's a good
accurate.
game. You have
It is accurate.
if it's a good
I am
game,
very much.
if it's a good game, Cozy is liable to get fired because of the game. That's what I know. Yeah, I'm not reading these Texas things anymore. Fuck that. Ham Solo, do you also get
Deep
obsessed
in the
with the
heart of Texas.
Ham Solo, do you also get obsessed with the game?
Can you reread the question, because I feel like that's a
Question. It's just a statement. He said, I can't just like a game. I have to get consumed and completely obsessed with it. There is no in between.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, okay. Mister, I play 7 games at the same time.
I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons. Also, I mean, I beat Horizon Forbidden West and didn't enjoy most of it. So, I mean,
You did it out of peer pressure, didn't you?
I did it just because, like, yo, I spent $70 on this game, and I need to know what the ending is, so like I can feel somewhat validated on my purchase. And
you know that meme? You know that meme where they put a guy holding a controller and he's looking at the screen, but he's angry, and then the caption is forcing yourself to play the game because you bought it. You are the meme right now.
I was 100% in the meme. And, I mean, I've beat several games this year that I wasn't like absolutely in love with. And then so I just don't agree with that. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so Gogo Po gets me. This guy, he gets me. He said something that definitely it gets into my mind with games. He said, I sometimes avoid games that require some commitment, even though I know I'll love it. Like the one that pops into my mind, right? Oh, 2 games now. It's Metro Exodus and Red Dead Redemption 2. I got both, but I haven't finished that. At least Red Dead. Yes, and you see Cyberpunk as well. Red Dead, at least I started it and then I gave up. But Metro, I couldn't even start. Cyberpunk, I freaking started it on the 1X and it was horrible. And my heart is still broken. I'm still pissed off. Viper? No.
Viper, perfect. You get the
No.
Yes.
No.
I love it.
All right, let's do quiz time before we get out of here. Strawbecca, I don't have to tell you the rules, right?
Yep.
All right.
Cozy's muted over here.
Oh, remember, he's tricky. It's us against him because he's always trying ways to make us.
Yeah, we're not even going against each other at this point. It's us against the host.
Cozy and Ham Solo, you guys, your memory is so bad. You guys forgot. Strawbecca is actually one of the guests that got a win.
It doesn't
matter.
So she knows what's up.
Sure, she knows what's up.
Strawbecca knows what's up.
Sure, she knows what's up, but just like a video game, I'm going to give you that warning message every time you turn it on.
Okay, whatever. Well,
you might get seizures. This could induce seizures.
MetLife Games is capping in the chat. He says he beat Red Dead Redemption twice, 50 hours exactly on both playthroughs. 100 hours. 100.
You make that sound like a crazy amount, man. I put over 150 hours in Persona, and I started that in like September, October.
I
It's
guess I'm
not
not a
that
real
crazy.
gamer then.
I mean,
All
Cozy
right.
tried to tell you earlier, but
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Strawbecker.
Dang.
Strawbecker, you ready?
Hey,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. Helena Taylor is Bayonetta's longtime voice actress. True or false?
True.
Correct. Strawbecker scores. Ham
easy
Solo.
question.
Ham Solo.
Go ahead, jerk.
Platinum Games responded saying they actually offered Helena Taylor around 5 times more than the initial $4,000 figure that the voice actress initially claimed she was offered. True or false?
False.
It's true.
Ah, damn. I thought
Cozy.
you messed with them numbers.
Cozy. For the first 2 full months after release, Diablo Immortal made at least $1 million a day. True or false?
She said true. Her mic isn't.
Oh,
Sorry?
true.
False. It was only for the first month.
Say.
No, Cozy, don't blame me for your incompetence. All right.
Oh wow, victim blaming. I
Find
sent
a-
you
Oh
a
my God.
fail, and now I'm gonna blame you for failing.
Victim. Did you just call yourself
Yeah.
a victim right now,
Yeah, I'm a
Cozy?
victim of Loke's questions.
His terrible questions.
Yep, I'm a victim.
Anyways,
of your
continue.
Oh, God. Rebecca, in October 2022, Stadia announced they were shutting down. True or false?
True.
Did anyone hear her?
You said
Oh,
true.
yeah, true.
Oh, it's false. It was September, not October.
See, now you're a victim of him too.
Oh my God, victim blaming. I can't believe you said that, Cozy. That is so dark. Ham Solo. Google Stadia is shutting down on January 18th, 2023. True or false?
First of all, Matt Likes Games says typical Texas behavior, which I agree. Second of all, turn down your audio because it's feeding through, Loke.
Sorry.
And then third, true.
Correct. Ham got
So
lucky.
I just gave you a
Cozy,
verbal beatdown right there. It was fantastic.
you tried. Cozy, people that
I
spent
did.
money on Google Stadia will be afforded partial refunds on most products they spent money on. True or false?
Couldn't hear that.
False.
Correct. People that spend money on Google Stadia will get full refunds.
I know. I got a refund.
Why am I not surprised that you jumped on the dumbest idea in gaming?
just wanted to
Everyone knew this was a
streaming.
shit show. As soon
I
as they
wanted to
announced
test out
it,
the streaming.
as
I wanted
soon
to
as
check
they
out-
announced it,
I wanted to test out the streaming. So I
But we
bought
all
one
knew it was
game
a
on
shit
there
show.
and called it a day. It didn't matter.
Oh.
I was testing out the streaming, how well the streaming worked.
Dang, Loke is on his shame game right now. He's just shaming everything.
I swear, you just you can't handle that someone wants to test out a product and is willing to spend like $10
what
to
he
test out a
can't
product.
handle is somebody who wants to game. He doesn't like that.
Because he's a fake gamer. Yeah, we know what a game is.
Continue.
Strawbecker, you there?
Here.
Okay. We do not have a date for the release of Tekken 8. True or false?
Oops, sorry. True.
Correct. Ham Solo. The Grand Theft Auto 6 leak occurred in September 2022. True or false?
False.
True. Cozy.
Damn it. That was
Back
August.
in September, Cozy, back in September 2022, Twitch announced its intention to change the 70-30 subscription revenue split that some creators enjoyed to 50-50. True or false?
Louder. You need to get your mic fixed. Your mic sucks.
False.
He keeps
Only on
buying it
Discord
from
that it
Make-A-Wish.
sucks. It really only fails on Discord. False.
It's true.
There must be a noise
Strawbacca.
suppression button that you can hit. But go on ahead, Lope.
All right, Strawbacca. Godfall sold less than 5,000 copies in Japan. True or false?
Game is
Godfall. The game is Godfall.
true.
False. It actually sold 5,342 copies. Ham Solo.
Dirty.
Godfall joined Xbox Game Pass on April 7th, 2022. True or false?
False.
True. Cozy.
Wait, when's Godfall been on Game Pass?
Godfall joined Xbox Game Pass on April 7th, 2022.
Godfall is not on Game Pass.
Wait, Godfall was on Game Pass?
No, it's not. It's never been on Game Pass. Godfall's never been on Game Pass. It was available to purchase then, but it hasn't been on Game Pass.
Is my mic sounding better?
Yeah.
Yes, way better.
Okay, you're right. The noise suppression was off. And I turned it on and now it sounds better.
Just give me the dub, Loke, and let's keep it moving.
It did go on Game Pass April 7th.
No, it didn't.
What?
It's never been on Game Pass.
Yes.
Look at
It
your
did.
chat. The chat's telling you it's never been on Game Pass as well.
Bro, the chat been telling me that Xbox
When
is
did it
better
leave
than
Game Pass?
PlayStation.
When did it leave
Settle
Game
the
Pass?
hell down, man. The chat is not verification.
It's not on Game. It's not on Game
When
Pass,
did
and
it
it
leave
never
Game
has been on Game Pass. It was on PlayStation Plus. The end game was
Why are you making me Google this?
I don't
because you're
see it at
wrong.
all.
Why?
And I would have recalled seeing it.
Because I would have played it with K Mega if it was on Game Pass, because he was capping for that game.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. It did come to
Jeez, man.
Xbox,
You know
but
what?
not Game Pass.
You know what, Ham? I'll send you the link.
You can
What
send it.
I'm not gonna do.
You can
is
send it to
derail-
Biden. It don't
I'm
matter.
I'm not gonna let you derail the quiz time.
I'm not derailing
That's
anything. I'm
okay.
just spitting a fact. It's never been on Game
You're,
Pass.
you're derailing it. You're derailing it. Cozy. Ghostwire is based in the city of Osaka. True or false?
You're muted again.
How can we trust any of your questions now that one of them has failed?
You can opt out. This is not the
True.
patriarchy.
True.
False. It's based in Tokyo. Feel free to Google it and send it in the chat or something. I don't know. Strawbacca. Strawbacca. Cozy, you laugh too hard right now. Strawbacca, Ogre is the main protagonist / final boss of Tekken 4. True or false?
What was the name?
Ogre is the main antagonist / final boss of Tekken 4.
False.
Correct. Ham. PS Plus was named Project Spartacus before its official name was unveiled. True or false?
Facts. Yes, true.
Correct. Cozy, a total of 27 Zelda games have been released throughout the franchise's history. True or false?
Um,
Correct. Strawbacker wins. 3
won.
to 2 to 2.
No, I
Strawbacker, you
had
have 1
three.
minute to say
I had
to
3.
say
You just don't want
whatever
to give
you
me
want to
credit.
say.
I have 1
Strawbacker,
minute
It's a
to say
tie.
go
whatever
ahead
I
and say
want.
whatever you want to say.
Okay. Check out what I got for my birthday yesterday. It is a miniature Dance Dance Revolution game.
That's
Oh,
badass.
And it
what?
actually plays.
You have the
No,
background
no,
cutout
it's
thing on it, so it's cutting out
yeah.
part of
It's
that.
See,
cutting it out.
right now I don't have it set, but let me see if I can.
That's wild. So you just play it with your fingers. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's the only
Yeah.
way I'd play that game.
But yeah, that's it. I wanted to show you the cool thing.
No, I see
Hey,
it.
that's
I
very
see it,
perfect,
Viper.
yeah.
I see it.
Play it with your fingers.
I got
let-
snubbed. That's what he's. That's
Yeah.
what Viper's saying is I got
Yeah.
snubbed.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh, okay. Never on Game Pass. I'm sort of look above. It's a tie. Uh-huh. All right, I'll be sharing the link. I want everyone to be licking these boots
I mean,
on
there's a lot
Twitter.
of fake
Anyway.
news. Yeah, there's a lot of fake news on the internet,
Anyway,
Luke. I can
Merry
share a link
Christmas.
too of something cool.
Merry Christmas to everyone that came through. Smash the like button, share, proof check whether or not Ham Solo is right or wrong, or I'm right or wrong.
You're wrong.
Anyways, last
It's
point.
wrong.
Whatever, Cozy. Whatever. Last point. Keep it together, Cozy. Jesus. Last point.
Oh man, the sign
Microsoft-
has to go back up.
What sign?
The triggered sign.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Last point. Okay, guys, let's get through it. We're 7 minutes over the limit. Last point. Microsoft and Sony need to stop fighting for the holiday season. If it's not Xbox playing dead and pretending not to be a part of the biggest tech company on the planet, if it's not that, it's PlayStation bringing forward the most disingenuous argument ever presented by complaining about potential exclusivity while being the company that makes the most third-party exclusives in the entire industry. Phil, Jim, take this opportunity to hug it out and let Oh No It's Alex have a week off. The amount of salt the man has been having to process this year is ridiculous. Bro had 1 or 2 white hairs in January. Now he looks like Santa Claus. As for gamers, be jolly people. We're on the cutting edge of the best medium in the history of mankind. Please start acting like it. Thank you for listening.